can literally go from broke to well on your way to becoming one of the most successful entrepreneurs in whatever industry you happen to be interested in. And I've literally studied billionaires, okay? Like that's one of my hobbies, and you know, obviously my vlog is called the Renegade Billionaire Vlog. I'm not a billionaire. I've studied billionaires. Now, I did used to be a Zimbabwean billionaire back when almost every Zimbabwean was a billionaire in the hyperinflationary days. But you know, I'm not a billionaire, and but I've studied billionaires, right? It's one of those things, and I literally put some of their lessons, some of the lessons I learned from the billionaires. I literally put in the second book that I wrote, which is titled "Unleash the Ninja Version of Yourself." It's actually available for free, by the way. Um, and there's a link on my YouTube channel where you can actually download that book and get it completely free. So just look for it on my YouTube channel. It's Unleash the Ninja Version of Yourself. So these three skills, uh, they are not obvious. A lot of people don't want to do them. But if you're an entrepreneur, you owe this to yourself, right? Like you really owe it to yourself to study these skills, start to apply them. All the money is in the application. Knowing the skills won't do nothing for you if you don't apply these actual skills to do something with them in your business and things like that. So without any further delay, let's get right into the first of these three skills. And these print money, by the way, these do great things for you. So the first one of these is building a brand. And I want to give you an example showcase of this skill. Steve Jobs, what did he build? What did Steve Jobs leave behind when he passed away? He left behind Apple Computer, Apple Inc., the iPhones, the iPods, iPads, I this, I that, I everything. You had a movement of people trying to name their products or companies I something. Just because Steve Jobs had popularized that with what he did with Apple, he created a brand. Guys, if you can create a brand, you can literally make billions of dollars, all right? If you can't create a brand, uh, unless you have big government connections, it's gonna be really hard to make a billion. It's better to do it without government connections, right? You want to be a good businessman who is actually contributing something to society, and not just siphoning money off of society with some shady deals. So that's what I have for you guys. Look at Steve Jobs. He built a brand. Guys, you want to build a brand. If your business is struggling to grow, in a lot of cases, the problem is simply that you haven't built a brand, right? You need to get into the program of building a brand. The other thing is you want to be building equity, right? It's a good thing to do work for income. It's all right. We all gotta do that. But at a certain point, you want to translate that into equity. The more equity you can get in something, in a brand, the better off you're gonna be. You wanna imagine if Steve Jobs just did some contracting for Apple but never owned any stock. You wouldn't make too much money, right? You would make maybe a little bit from his contracting work. But what you want to do, guys, is you want to build